Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where the aim of the game is to avoid the obvious answers and find the obscure ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Sue. This is my partner, Roger, and we come from Newcastle.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Suji. This is my son, Niku, and we're from Caerphilly, South Wales.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Carol. This is my husband, Chris, and we're from Motherwell.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Natalie. This is my friend Rachel, and we're from Bromley.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He's planet Earth's final hope for peace, love, and properly adjudicated questions. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Afternoon to you.
And to you.
This is nice. Got England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland today.
Nice.
All represented. That's nice, isn't it? Finally, we decide which is best. It's about time, isn't it? Two returning pairs. Didn't cover themselves in glory last time. But we've seen a lot of times recently, first show, don't do so well. Second show, go through, win the jackpot. Rachel and Natalie knocked out in round one. Hopefully see a bit more of you this time. Sue and Roger got through to round two. We had very high hopes for them. And then the round was about Monopoly and joined the 200 Club.
Yeah.
Both in unique ways, I would say. Both had equal brain freezes, which is good. In a relationship, it's important that if your partner makes a terrible mistake, you immediately make one as well.
Yes.
Which I'm almost certain is what Roger did. Sue made an error. Roger thought, I should probably throw this. There's no other explanation. But fingers crossed to see a bit more of you as well. Welcome to our new players too. Be fun, right?
I think it will. Let's get on and do it. OK, thank you very much indeed. This is interesting. I've got a little bit of news for you. Holly and Michael got through to the final last time. Didn't win it. Didn't win it. Which means we're adding another £1,000 to it. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,250. There we are. Good. Right. Well, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. It will always be the pair with the highest score that gets eliminated at the end of each round. It will always be. And if we have joint high scores, we'll just keep playing until we have a high score. That's how it works. So, yes, just keep your scores low and you will be fine. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is international sport. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries at the 2019 World Athletics Championships as they could. Richard.
Yeah, looking for the name of any country which had at least one athlete at the World Athletics Championships in Doha in 2019. But once, they don't always have to be a sovereign state that's a member of the UN in its own right, because there are various nations and territories which had teams in this World Championship which are also correct answers. So a little bit more variety than a normal geography round.
Right. Thank you very much indeed. OK, so, Roger, without any further ado, let's get into the meat of the game. Roger, remind us all about yourself.
I'm a double retiree. I retired from the Royal Navy after 24 years, and then I retired as a contract manager from Dubai.
So when you were with the Royal Navy, what was your role there?
I was a weapons electrical in the Fleet Air Arm.
Very exciting. Travelling all over the place.
Yeah.
Very
Around
good.
the world by the time I was 18.
Wow. Now, Roger, do you follow athletics? Is that an interest of yours?
I'm OK, I think. Fingers crossed. I'm going to go for South Korea.
South Korea, says Roger. OK, let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said South Korea. It is right. And down it goes to Pointless. Very well done indeed, Roger. What a start to the game. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £2,500, and it scores you nothing. Very well done indeed, Roger.
Well, that's better than last time, isn't it? Very nicely done. Yeah, South Korea. I should say there's over 80 pointless answers in this round. So there's a lot. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's going to be very, very closely fought. And we might add some more money to that jackpot as well.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Suji, welcome to the show. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a retired physiotherapist. I retired 2.5 years ago. And since retirement, I'm spending my life travelling, enjoying new hobbies and generally enjoying life.
Very good. I mean, as a retired physiotherapist, I mean, do you find it hard if someone says they've got a bit of a twinge? Do you find yourself going, oh, come on, let me just have a little fiddle around?
Not at all. I just say I'm retired now. Sorry, lost my skills.
Yeah, writhe in pain, sucker. Suji, what about this World Athletics Championships business? What are you going to go for?
I would like to say Nigeria.
OK, Nigeria. Let's find out if that's a correct answer. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Nigeria. It's right. Is it going to be as right as South Korea, I wonder? Nigeria. Oh, down it goes to 6. Great score.
Yeah, they won 1 bronze medal at the Athletics Championships Nigeria for women's long jump.
Very good indeed. Thank you, Richard. Chris, welcome. Great to have you here from Motherwell. Tell us all about yourself.
Yeah, I work in a travel shop at the local railway station.
Travel shop, station. Is that the same thing as a ticket office?
Basically, except we do kind of long-distance bookings and things like that rather than just
ticket
local
office
journeys.
With an advanced bookings window.
Yeah, more or less.
Travel shop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's OK. That's good. Do you have a grill? Do you get an electronically amplified voice when customers speak to you?
Yeah,
Or...
yeah.
I see. OK.
Just turn them off whenever you fancy it.
That's good. And if someone's got a cold, you're not going to catch it necessarily, which is good.
No.
Now, Chris, what are we going to go for on our athletics championships here?
I think I'll try Ghana.
Ghana, says Chris. Let's see how many of our 100 people also said Ghana. Well, 6 is the high score, 0 is the low. Oh, down to 2. Very well done indeed, Chris.
Yeah, no medals for Ghana. Still a lot of pointless answers out there.
Yeah. The unfair thing, the unfortunate thing, Roger's brilliant pointless answer as a first answer means now if anyone doesn't get a pointless, we go, no.
2.
2.
Yeah, I know.
2 is an amazing score. So
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
These are great scores. Still, there we go. Not pointless. Sure. So now, Rachel, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself.
I'm an IT recruitment consultant. I'm currently living in Bromley, and at the moment I spend a lot of my time organising my wedding.
Whereabouts is that going to be? In Ireland?
Yeah, it's in Sligo in Ireland. It's in a castle over there.
Oh, it sounds lovely.
Yeah.
I, for one, am looking forward to it.
Oh, me too.
Are you?
Me, I've already bought my hat.
That's going to be great. I've already written my speech.
Good. Oh, that's a hat and a speech.
That's all you need.
Yep. Very good indeed. Now, Rachel,
Yeah.
who are you going to go for?
They're quite low answers, so I'm going to go for one I'm not
Is that another
100%
pointless?
sure
Good. That sounds good.
about. I'm going to say South Africa.
South Africa. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said South Africa. Well, it's right. 6, the high score still. 0, of course, the low score. 14 for South Africa, Rachel.
Yeah, very proud sporting nation, but no medals at all for South Africa at the... Who's winning these medals?
I don't know.
So far, we've only got one.
Yeah.
That was Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick recap of those scores. 14 is the high score. Nothing is the low. And the others are just somewhere between the two. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, now then, Natalie, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
I'm Natalie. I'm from Bromley. I also work in IT recruitment with Rachel. And I've been renovating my house for the last few months.
And it sounds like we discovered last time this is an ongoing project. It's going on for years and years and years.
Yeah, my parents said it was a good idea to get a fixer-upper.
Yeah.
It's not, so...
Well, there you are. Thanks, Mum. The doer-upper advice. Natalie, you're on 14. You're the high scorers at this point. A nice low score from you. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to have another pointless answer?
Yeah, that would be really nice. And probably quite surprising. I don't watch athletics at all.
What about world geography, though? You could just make up a... I mean, not make up a country, but, you know.
I'm going to go with Jamaica.
Why not? No red line for you, as you're the high scorers. How many people said Jamaica? Well, 14 is the high score. 0 is the... 12 27 for Jamaica. Taking your total up to 41.
Yeah, I'm going to say we're not diving very deeply into the obscure countries yet, are we? I would have to say, yeah, 12 medals Jamaica won, 3 gold medals as well.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Carol, welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Carol.
So I work in a charity. I'm a fundraising manager. So my job is to go out and help people raise lots of money for a lovely charity.
That's nice. So what's your encouraging sort of fun runs and things like that?
Yeah, really, it's just if anybody wants to get involved with someone, especially if they're connected to the cause, and my job's to help them do that. Same if local businesses and things like that want to choose us as a charity of the year, then I would be the person to look after them.
Wonderful. Very good. OK, Carol, now listen, you're on 2. Fantastic low score from Chris in the first pass, which means a score of 38 or less keeps you in the game.
Okay, I think I'm going to try Japan.
Japan, says Carol. OK, there's your red line, Carol. If you can get below that with Japan, it's all good news. Japan is right. You are in round 2. Down it goes to 28. Not bad. Takes your total up to 30.
Yeah, again, we're not going crazily obscure.
No.
I would say 2 golds for Japan, both in race walking.
Ah, race walking.
Race walking. Race walking was, of course...
He was the king of that, wasn't
yeah,
he?
he really was. He was the
all
South
over
African guy who came 4th, race
that.
walking.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Niku, welcome to Pointless. Tell us about yourself, Niku.
I'm 25 years old. I'm a dentist. In my spare time, I'm an avid video gamer, and I like to watch esports as well.
How long does it take to train to be a dentist?
For me personally, it took 6 years, but it's 5 years.
Yeah, that's a long... I mean, you're a very young dentist, therefore.
I spent a quarter of my life in university.
Yeah.
And
most of it looking into people's mouths. I mean, that's an extraordinary thing to say. OK. Niku, there you are on 6. If you can score 34 or less, you are through to the next round.
I think that I would like to probably go for something a bit safer than obscure. So I'm going to go for Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, says Niku. There is your red line. Let's see where Ethiopia takes us. Well done. Gets you through. Down goes 14, takes your total up to 20.
Yeah, 8 medals for Ethiopia.
That's where they are.
Yeah, a lot
Starting
of
to
them in
find
distance running, of course.
Very good. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now, Sue, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Sue.
I'm a senior lecturer at Northumbria University, training teachers to be primary school teachers themselves.
Having been a primary school teacher yourself, in every continent of the world, I think we discovered last time. Pretty much. When did you take up your post there in Northumbria?
It's my 3rd year now.
3rd year there. And enjoying it?
Yes.
OK, well, there we are. Sue, Roger joined you on 100 points last time round. I think it's only meet and right that you should join him on a pointless answer here. I think we must see if we can get a pointless answer.
I'm still not sure if the answer I'm going to give is going to be any good at all. United Arab Emirates.
OK, Roger gives that a firm nod. Let's find out. United Arab Emirates. Here is your red line. Get below that, you're into round 2. It's right. And I suspect it gets you through. How far down the column will it go? It goes down to 4. Very well done indeed. Taking your total to 4.
Yeah, no medals for United Arab Emirates. I'll take you through the pointless answers. You could have had Cyprus, Fiji, Luxembourg. You could have had Malta, Nicaragua, Singapore, South Sudan, Tunisia, Venezuela. There's Turkey, Iran, Iraq, Malaysia, Paraguay, Peru, Chile, all of them pointless answers. Croatia is a pointless answer. DRC is a pointless answer. But some of the ones we're not normally allowed to use on pointless, which would have added money to the jackpot. American Samoa, Aruba, British Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, Chinese Taipei, Cook Islands. You could have had French Polynesia, Guam, Macau, Northern Mariana Islands, Palestine, Puerto Rico, Turks and Caicos Islands as well, all of those pointless. Over 80 points. If you said any of the regular, the normal kind of pointless answers, Central African Republic, all of that kind of stuff, Sao Tome and Principe, Vanuatu, all of them are pointless. So very well done if you said one of those at home. We got a bit of money in the jackpot, didn't we?
We did.
But we missed out on a lot.
Missed out on a
lot.
Yeah.
80 pointless answers.
I know. Thank you. Well, there we are. We are at the end of our first round. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Not again. Oh, this is too soon. Rachel and Natalie on 41. We have to say goodbye to you again. I'm sorry. We've barely seen you. It's been lovely having you here, but thank you so much for playing, Natalie and Rachel. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. Here we are in round 2. Roger, hats off to you. Lovely pointless answer there in that round. But well done, everyone. Best of luck. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is celebrity weddings. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns second spouses. Richard.
Yep, we're going to show you the names of some people here who were the second spouse of a famous person. We'll show you the name of that famous person, show you their initials as well, and the year they got married. But who are the famous people that these people got married to?
Thank you very much indeed. OK, here are the second spouses. We have Sam Mendes, 2003, KW. Ava Gardner, 1951, FS. Jack Haley Jr., 1974, LM. Nicole Kidman, 1990, TC. Orson Welles, 1943, RH. And Joe DiMaggio, 1954, MM. I'll read those all again. Sam Mendes, KW. Ava Gardner, FS. Jack Haley Jr., LM. Nicole Kidman, TC. Orson Welles, RH. And Joe DiMaggio, MM. There we are, a board of second spouses. But who were the famous people to whom they were married? Now then, Sue, what do you make of our board?
I think I would go for Ava Gardner and say Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra for Ava Gardner, says Sue. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Frank Sinatra. Absolutely right. Frank Sinatra gets you down to 19. Not bad at all, Sue. 19.
Yes, Ava Gardner was Frank Sinatra's second wife, and Frank Sinatra was Ava Gardner's third husband, if that makes sense.
Wow.
They all got married a lot in those days to all sorts of people.
A lot. Terrible canapé addiction they all had. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Niku, who are you going to go for here?
I'm not very good at this board, but I'm going to throw out a guess. I'm going to go for Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe, says Niku, for Joe DiMaggio. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people got Marilyn. Marilyn Monroe's absolutely right. Not bad, 28.
Yeah, married him before she married Arthur Miller, Marilyn Monroe.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Chris, you're the last person to have this board. Do you feel like filling in all those initials?
Well, Nicole Kidman would be Tom Cruise. Jack Haley Jr., I would guess maybe Liza Minnelli. I'll go for Sam Mendes, Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet for Sam Mendes. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet is right. That is a good answer. 17 for Kate Winslet.
Well played, Chris. Very nicely done. It's a better answer than Tom Cruise. You were right about Tom Cruise, but he would have scored you 46. But if you had said Liza Minnelli, you were right about that as well, and that would have scored you 1 point.
Wow.
Amazingly. Scores fewer points than the Orson Welles one. I didn't know he was married to this
Rita
lady.
Hayworth.
Rita Hayworth,
I didn't know either, no.
I didn't know that. 7 points for that.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's just look at those scores. Well done. 17, Chris. 28 is where we find Niku and Suji. Suji, we need a nice low score from you if we possibly can. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Let's put 6 more second spouses up on the board, and here they are. We have got Bruce Willis, 1987, DM. Christine Kaufman, 1963, TC. Kid Rock, 2006, PA. Chris Humphries, 2011, KK. Billy Bob Thornton, 2000, AJ. Conrad Hilton Sr., 1942, ZZG. I'll read those one last time. Bruce Willis, DM. Christine Kaufman, TC. Kid Rock, PA. Chris Humphries, KK. Billy Bob Thornton, AJ. Conrad Hilton Sr., ZZG. There we are. Now, Carol.
I think I maybe only know 1 or 2 here, so I'm going to go for Bruce Willis and say Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, says Carol. OK, there's your red line. Let's see how far down the column we get with Demi Moore. Down he goes to 44. 61 is your total.
Yeah, well played. Demi Moore has had 3 husbands, then Bruce Willis is on his 2nd wife.
Thank you very much indeed. Suji. Now, on 28, if you can score 32 or less, you're into the head-to-head.
I'll go for Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie, says Suji for Billy Bob Thornton. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. There is your red line. Very well done indeed. Just good enough. Takes your total up to 57.
Yeah, well done. First, she was married to John Lee Miller, an actor. Then she married Billy Bob Thornton, an actor. Then she married Brad Pitt, an actor. Split up with all of them. I'm going to say you've got a type and you need to change your type. Another person with a type is Billy Bob Thornton. Angelina Jolie was his 5th wife and he's now on his 6th. Come on, Hollywood.
Oh, come on.
For heaven's sake. Pick a lane.
Yeah. OK. Roger. So, you are the last person to have this board. Why not talk us through it?
I wish I could. It's the worst board for me ever, this.
Oh.
I'm just going to have a guess because the initials. Christine Kaufman, Tom Cruise. It's not, but it...
Back in 1963. Well...
Yeah, well, early marriage.
OK. Tom Cruise, says Roger, of Christine Kaufman. There is your red line. Tom Cruise. No, I'm sorry, not Tom Cruise. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 119.
Roger, you've done so brilliantly in that first round as well.
I know. Same as last
Now
time.
look at where we are again. And this time, Sue, the good news is not your fault at all. Which is very good. Yeah, not Tom Cruise, an actor of an earlier vintage.
It's Tony Curtis.
Tony Curtis.
Yeah.
Would have scored you 1 point as well. Would have been a terrific answer. There must be only one person in the history of the world with the initials ZZG.
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Yeah, Zsa Zsa Gabor was the bottom answer there. Conrad Hilton, 12 points. Chris Humphries.
Don't know. No, Kim
She went on to marry Kanye West.
Oh, Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian, yeah. Would have scored 14. And Kid Rock.
I want to say Pamela Anderson, but...
Yeah, we did famous Pamela's, didn't we, the other day?
Was he married to Pamela Anderson?
No, he was married to Pam Ayres.
Oh!
No, it was...
Can you imagine?
They had a little fling, Pam Ayres and Kid Rock, but it was Pamela Anderson.
It was Pamela Anderson.
Quite right. And that would have scored you 32. Imagine that, Kid Rock and Pam Ayres. Hey,
I
listen,
can.
both of his names rhyme with a lot. She would love that.
Yeah, she'd love it.
The amount of poems he should write about Kid Rock.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. So, we are at the end of our second round, and we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. I can't bear it, Roger and Sue. The déjà vu here is just overwhelming. But thank you so much for joining us. It's been lovely having you here, Roger and Sue. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Suji, Niku, Carol and Chris. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,500. But before we play for that, let's see if we can't boost that jackpot a little bit by finding some pointless answers. Here's how it works. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many types of cake as they could. All types of cake, Richard.
We're going to show you 6 names in a minute. 2 of them are pointless answers. They are cakes which nobody mentioned. 2 of them are incorrect answers, though. They are not cakes at all. If you can find one of those pointless cakes, we're going to add £250 to the jackpot, as always. Team up, feel free to do that, because, you know, the more the merrier. So
Exactly.
there's 2 pointless answers out there, possible £500 to add to the jackpot. What are the pointless cakes?
Oh, yeah.
As if there were such a thing.
Let's reveal our board of 4 cakes, 2 fakes.
Cake or Fake is a good show. Let's pitch that.
Come on, do it. Right, here they come. We've got Sacatorta, Genoise, Savarin, Millark, Antoinette, Buckle. There we are. Suji and Niku, they're your cake contenders. What do you think?
Sakatort is a cake.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the next one, Genoise, I think it's cake related.
I think Savarin is a cake as well.
Okay. What do you think? I'll do whatever you fancy.
I think go for Sakatort.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
OK,
Sakatort.
you're going to go for Sacatorta. You're going to... OK, that's going to be the pointless nomination. Let us find out. Sacatorta, is it pointless? Well, it's right. Now, 4 people knew Sacatorta. Carol and Chris, what pointless cake can you find in there?
Genoese, I'll score, I think.
Yeah.
I would go either
Buckle
Savarin.
sounds like it wouldn't be a cake, but maybe it's a cake.
That's going to be one of our catchphrases. Sounds like it isn't a cake. Maybe it's a cake.
Antoinette, maybe that could be. Go Antoinette.
Okay. Okay, we'll say Antoinette.
OK, Antoinette, is that a cake? No. Let them eat Sacatorta.
Yeah, let them eat cake, Marie Antoinette. Was an incorrect answer. So there's still 2 pointless answers to get up there. I think, guys, you knew as well that Genoise was a cake. That would have scored points. Would have scored you 2. So there's 1 incorrect answer from 2 pointless answers there. What would you go for your
Well,
pointless answers?
Buckle is such an unlikely one that it has to be a cake.
It's like a blueberry cake with a crumble topping. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a pointless answer. Well done if you said that at home.
The other pointless one, I'm thinking Savarin.
Savarin, absolutely right. A ring-shaped cake. And Millark, that's the surname of someone from the Hunger Games who works in a bakery. So that was an incorrect answer as well. So Savarin and Buckle, very well done if you said that. Also, a very good name for a detective duo. Savarin and Buckle. I'll be Buckle, you be Savarin.
With the crumble on top.
Jean-Pierre Savarin.
Jean-Pierre Savarin and Thomas Buckle.
Tom Buckle.
Tom Buckle. Nice. Thank
Yeah.
you. OK, well, bad luck. We didn't find any pointless answers there, but it was fun. Let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for the jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer. Here comes the first question, and it is all about famous VIPs. Richard.
Here, we're going to show you 5 pictures now of famous people. They all have a V in their name, an I in their name, and a P in their name, and in that order, just somewhere in their name. It's nice, isn't it?
That is
Famous
nice.
people with VIP somewhere in their name.
In that order.
Yeah.
Nice.
Doesn't have to be consecutively, but the V is first, the I is somewhere, and the P is towards the
I'm
end.
thinking of one. I've got one.
Have you?
Yeah, that's it. But anyway,
Let's see if he or she is up there.
well, let's see. OK, let's reveal our 5 famous people with this order of letters. A. B. C. D. And E. And the famous person is there.
That you were thinking of?
Now, Suji and Niku, you're our golden couple. You get to go first.
We'll go for A, Vincent Price.
Vincent Price. say Suji and Niku. Carol and Chris.
I think we only know 2 there on the board. B is Vicky Pattison and C is...
Vladimir Putin.
So I think we'll go for B, Vicky Pattison.
Vicky Pattison, say Carol and Chris. So we have Vincent Price and Vicky Pattison. Suji and Niku said Vincent Price for A. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. That was my famous person.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Vincent Price. $33. Carol and Chris, meanwhile, have gone for Vicky Pattison for B. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Vicky Pattison, absolutely right. 33 is what it has to beat, and it does. Down it goes to 16. Very well done indeed. Which means, Carol and Chris, very well done. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Very nicely done. You did well to avoid Vladimir Putin, which is so often the case, because he would have scored you 82 points, Putin. The next one is the one that I was thinking of before they came up. Victoria Principal. She would have scored you 26. Now, this last one, I would put some money that literally no one at home will get this one. It's a very, very tough one.
It's very amazing to get a photograph of Vlad the Impaler.
Oh, Vlad the Impaler would have, yeah. Vlad the Imp, oh, that's good. No, this is the gentleman. He's famous for one thing, mainly. He was a glass fitter. This guy, an Italian glass fitter. And one of his jobs was he was fitting glass in the Louvre over certain paintings. And while doing that, he was the man who stole the Mona Lisa. And his name is Vincenzo Perugia. Very well done if you said that's a pointless answer, understandably. Yeah.
That was probably before the Mona Lisa was as famous as it is now.
Before it was painted.
Before it's even...
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
It's clever. Thank you for that. OK, now, here comes your second question. Suji and Niku, you have to win this one, stay in the game. But Carol and Chris get to answer it first. So good luck. Our second question today is all about words found at the end of titles of Shakespeare plays. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 words now. Each of these words forms the last few letters of the title of a Shakespeare play. But which play?
OK.
See what I mean?
No, but maybe it'll become clear.
Some words will come up, each of them. You'll see when
I'll see. It'll become obvious. OK, right. Let's reveal the things.
5 words.
The 5 words which are found at the end of titles of Shakespeare plays. Here they are. We've got hello. I've got it. Hello, hens, let, shore, and ream. I'll read those again. Hello, hens, let, shore, and ream. Yeah, I like it a lot. I do. I like it. There we are. OK, now, Carol and Chris, you go first.
The top one. The second one. The second one down, Timon of Athens.
OK, Timon of Athens, say Carol and Chris. Now, Suji and Niku, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I think the top one, Othello.
Third one is
Hamlet. Bottom one is Midsummer Night's Dream. I think Midsummer
Night's Dream.
Do you think that's going to be lower than Othello?
Yes, I think so. Midsummer Night's Dream.
OK, A Midsummer Night's Dream. So we have Timon of Athens and we have A Midsummer Night's Dream. Carol and Chris went for Timon of Athens, for hens. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. It's right. It's right, and it goes down to 2. Very well done indeed, Carol and Chris. That's great work. Suji and Niku, meanwhile, have gone for A Midsummer Night's Dream, for ream. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. It's right. And that goes to 44, which means very well done indeed. Carol and Chris, after only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final 2-0.
Well played, Carol and Chris. Nothing you could do. That's the best answer on the board, unsurprisingly. Othello is a slightly better answer than A Midsummer Night's Dream. Othello would have scored you 42. Hamlet, the biggest scorer of all, would have scored you 52, and the one that ensure?
Measure for measure.
Measure for measure. And that would have scored 11 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So I'm afraid the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. I'm afraid it's Suji and Niku. It's been lovely having you here, and you have played so well. Fantastic play across the show. And then suddenly you came to the head-to-head, and Carol and Chris just knocked it out of the park, I'm afraid. But you'll be back next time. We'll look forward to seeing you then. But meantime, thank you so much, Suji and Niku. But for Carol and Chris, it is now time for our Pointless Final. Congratulations, Carol and Chris. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,500. You just have to find a pointless answer. That's how you're going to win it. What subject do you want to see come up?
Billy Connolly would be quite good.
That would be nice.
Aye.
Scottish football for him as well.
Yeah.
The US Office, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be. Well, listen, first thing you have to do is choose a category. 4 will appear on the board behind me. Here they come. We have Booker Prize nominees, bridges, classic Hollywood film directors, Motown acts.
Top one's out.
Yeah. What about bridges?
Bridges.
Watching bridge programmes?
Classic Hollywood directors.
I think maybe that one for you.
Motown acts, maybe not.
I don't think I would get anything obscure, so you choose.
Bridges.
Bridges it is. Good for you, bridges.
OK, very best of luck. We're looking for any of the following. It's 3 very different questions here, so, you might want to focus on one of them, however you want to play it. We're looking for any of the following. We're looking for any river crossing of the River Thames from the M25 inwards, please. It can be a road bridge, a rail bridge, a footbridge. Just looking for the names of any of those bridges across the Thames. We are looking for any feature film made for cinema release starring Lloyd Bridges, according to IMDb. Or we are looking for any act who have had a UK Top 40 single or album that features bridge or bridges in the title, please, up to November 2019, according to the official charts company. So River Thames Bridges, Lloyd Bridges, and singles or albums with bridge or bridges in the title. We're looking for the names of the acts.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, a nice broad category there. As always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yep.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
River Thames Bridges, do you know?
No,
Waterloo.
Yeah, they're
That
just-
will score.
I think, obviously, Bridge over Troubled Waters, Simon and Garfunkel, but is that not been covered by people? So it's because it's
Possibly,
acts
I felt
that you cannot think through. I'm sure there was...
Rabbit had a song with Bridge, but I don't know if it was a single or not. Lloyd Bridges,
I don't
can't
know
think
what anything to do with that.
You stayed in London. What were the bridges near you?
I don't know. London Bridge, Westminster,
Vauxhall Bridge, no.
don't know. What about any railway bridges? Do you know anything? Well, they are all railway. I don't know. Right, so Simon and Garfunkel for Bridge over Troubled Water. What about Frightened Rabbit? What do you think of the
I
single?
would give it a bash. I don't think it was a single, but
And then what bridge in the River Thames?
Vauxhall.
10 seconds left.
Hammersmith.
Is it Vauxhall Bridge?
I don't know. Guessing.
Hammersmith.
Maybe.
Vauxhall Bridge.
Vauxhall.
Vauxhall. Simon Garfunkel.
I'm afraid that is your time up. I'm so sorry. What 3 answers can you give me?
So I think Frightened Rabbit.
Frightened Rabbit for the act with a top 40 single.
OK, Frightened Rabbit.
Bridges over the Thames. Vauxhall Bridge.
Vauxhall.
And a film featuring Lloyd Bridges, There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. OK, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
If it's right, Frightened Rabbit.
Frightened Rabbit we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless.
There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. And we put Vauxhall Bridge in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got There Will Be Blood, Vauxhall Bridge, and Frightened Rabbit. Well, 3 answers up on the board there. One of these could turn out to be pointless and win that jackpot for you. £2,500 up for grabs. What would you love to do with that if you won it?
I think I would probably just go on a shopping Spray and buy some new clothes. Why not?
Very nice indeed. Chris, what about you?
We just moved house last summer, and it was more or less the equivalent of Richard moving into the cottage at Craven Cottage. So at the bottom of the garden, I'd build a nice wee viewing gallery just so I can see over the wall and just watch football.
Very nice indeed. Good stuff. Well, let's see what happens. We've got There Will Be Blood as your first answer. In this case, we were looking for films featuring Lloyd Bridges. Let's find out if it's right. Let's find out if it's pointless. If it's both of those things, you leave here with £2,500. There Will Be Blood. No bad luck. An incorrect answer. So let's not dwell on that. Let's move on to Vauxhall Bridge. In this case, we were looking for bridges crossing the Thames. If Vauxhall Bridge is pointless, you leave here with £2,500. Let's see how many people said it. Vauxhall Bridge. It's right. There Will Be Blood. Your first answer was an incorrect answer. Vauxhall Bridge, absolutely right. Going down through the 20s into the teens, into not quite into single figures. There we are, stopping at 10. Now, this is fun. We turn to your third and final answer. You've gone for Frightened Rabbit, an artist who've had a hit single or album with the word bridge or bridges in the title. If Frightened Rabbit is right and is pointless, you will leave here with £2,500. Let's find out how many people said Frightened Rabbit. Is it pointless? Oh, bad luck. Bad luck. Well, valiant attempt there. It was a tricky category for you, that one, I think. But, you know, you got one decent score there, but I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer that would have won you that jackpot. But you get to take home the trophy today, so very, very well done for that, Carol and Chris.
Yeah, lovely to mention Frightened Rabbit as well on the show. Blood Under the Bridge is the Frightened Rabbit track, but not a top 40 single, I'm afraid. But lovely to have their name out there. Shall we take a look at the pointless answers in the different categories? We'll start with bridges on the River Thames. All of these are pointless. Hampton Court Bridge is pointless. The M3 Bridge, Sunbury Lock, which is a cut bridge, as is the Teddington Lock Bridge. You could have had Chertsey Bridge, Fulham Rail Bridge, Twickenham Bridge, Victoria Rail Bridge as well. All of those were pointless answers. London Bridge and Tower Bridge were the big scorers there. Now, Lloyd Bridges films. All of these are pointless. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, Joe versus the Volcano, Sahara, Secret Service Investigator. His biggest scorers were the two airplane movies and High Noon. That's quite a portfolio he's got, isn't it? Now, those acts who had a UK Top 40 single or album with bridge or bridges. Let's take a look at a few here. Prince, Graffiti Bridge. Dean Martin, Under the Bridges of Paris. Bridges to Babylon, Rolling Stones, Wax, Bridge to Your Heart. Lots of other answers here. Billy Joel, Bon Jovi, Jimi Hendrix, Ocean Colour Scene, Richard Hawley. Some good answers there. Right at the start when we said, what would you like as a category? This is the funny thing that comes up in Pointless sometimes. And you said Billy Connolly. If I were to say to you, who had a top 40 hit with the album Atlantic Bridge? Billy Connolly would have won you the money. There you go. Isn't that funny? But you wouldn't have cunted it off the top of your head, but it's one of those strange coincidences. Very well done if you got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you, Carol and Chris. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £3,500. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.